I got it. I need to scoot back a little to get you in.
Imagine the sun on your face, the sand between your toes, the smell of salt in the air, and bright blue water as far as the eye can see. That is exactly what welcomed us when me and my husband took my son to Florida when he was only 3 years old. Just about everybody thinks about their time in paradise, and I sure got mine this May of 1994. Going to Florida was a real adventure between getting there, Florida itself, and our day at the greatest place on earth, Disney World. The first thing we did was decided to drive because I don't fly, and another couple was coming with us. They also have a 3-year-old son. So we packed up the car, locked down the boys, and we were on the road. It was a 24-hour drive from Omaha to Melbourne Beach, Florida. However, we ran into a couple snags along the way. The first one was when we changed drivers outside of Kansas City, and he proceeded to get us lost, which cost us 12 more hours on the road. The other one was after being in the car for over 24 hours, the boys were getting restless. So Jeremy decided to haul his little way out of the car seat, and he fell and he hit the back of the seat and bit through his tongue. No hospitals within miles. So we just put in the towel and a drink of water and he didn't act like that happened. So about 9 o'clock that night, we finally hit Daytona, which is the first major city inside Florida. That was a 36-hour drive. And so even though it was dark, we stopped and put our feet in the sand. And it felt so relaxing just to sit there with their feet in the sand. And it was unlike being sand back home because it was so baby powder fine. I wanted to stay there all night, but we still didn't reach our destination, so we left. And at 11 p.m. we finally reached Melbourne Beach. We booked a room at the Holiday Inn Oceanside. The next morning I woke up, I went directly out on the balcony, the warm salt air, the sun glistening off the waves, palm trees all around, and reggae music playing live off the balcony put me in a tranquil state of mind with not a worry in the world. After breakfast, we took the boys down to the beach. The waves on the eastern coast of Florida are too rough so you can't swim, so we just play in the sand and have fun. Later that evening, my husband and I decided to walk into town for dinner. In Florida, there are no curves and nothing is measured in blocks, it's all miles. So about a mile, we came across a little quaint Mexican restaurant and had dinner there. And on our way home, we chose to walk the beach when we came across what looked like a clear balloon with like purple strings coming out of it. Well, my husband decided he was going to start kicking it when I realized what it was. It was a jellyfish. And every time he kicked it, it sprayed me. And it was a very painful walk home because by the time I got there, my knee was twice the size. So I just put ice on it and went to bed. But the next day, he got payback. He decided that he was going to go walk out in the ocean and try to ride out the waves, see if any of them could knock him over. Well, next thing you know, one lifted him up, carried him, and planted him in the middle of 3 pieces of great big coral that had washed up on the... I wanted to help him up, but I was laughing so hard, I couldn't help him. Well, when I did finally help him, he just brushed off like, you know, his ego had been broken, and so the rest of the day we just spent poolside with the boys. The next day we decided to go to Disney World, which was an hour and a half away from where we was in Orlando. And we had I remember we parked in parking lot Pluto, where we had to take a tram from the parking lot to the monorail, which the monorail is really cool. There's like a train in the air. And then we had to take, from the monorail, we took another tram to the front gate. All in all, it took us a half hour rides from our car to the gate. And so once we got inside, we decided to let the men go ride the big boy rides, while we took the little kids on Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Mr. Toad's Ride, the Carousel, and It's a Small World. Then later that afternoon, we came back together and went on the Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain. But by evening, we were all so exhausted, we just decided to go back to the motel. We stayed in Florida for about 7 more days before coming back home. So in conclusion, you can imagine that driving to Florida with 2 3-year-old boys, experiencing the paradise of Florida itself, and spending the day at Disney World was quite an adventure. An even bigger adventure awaited me when I got home, and all the baby plank sand was in every item we took with us, and it took 3 months to get rid of it all. It wasn't the souvenir I wanted to bring home.